Previously on Kessel Run Weekly.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Kessel Run Weekly. My name is Danny.
I'm Heather.
Happy May the 4th.
May the 4th be with you.
Because May the 4th is all about the Force.
Now for the continuation of Kessel Run Weekly.
All right, so top 5, Season 3, Star Wars Rebels moments, right?
Yes.
So, first one that we have, well, I guess the 5th.
Yeah, starting from 5.
Starting number 5. So the first one that we have on our list as far as number 5 is Hera blowing up her house when she meets Thrawn.
Yes.
Thoughts?
We touched on this the last episode 10, where this is where she snapped. This is the episode she snapped. But at the end, when she blows up her house, is the moment that she says, if they're going to have it, then nobody's going to have it. And I think that's a very telling, because that's the moment that because I kind of went back and rewatched a little bit.
Me too.
But that's the moment that she started being real weird and sending people on different missions and started getting towards her, full on military, and yeah, I think that was a big turning point.
Absolutely, I would completely agree with you. The like you said, the part where Thrawn really comes up, it's so hard to say. Thrawn comes up behind her with her having, I can't remember the name of it, the family trinket that she has. Calicori. The fact that he even knows about that, like, that creeped me out. Because the Imperial officer was like, "Oh, this is nothing. This is just a trinket. It's just whatever." And he's like, "No, this is a Calicori, and this belongs to this Twi'lek." And I was like, "Oh," like that. I got some respect for Thrawn, because I mean, he does his homework, and he probably knows his enemy better than anyone, and that makes him formidable. But with that, when he basically called her number right there, the whole thing changed for her. Like, you could see throughout the episode that was when she decided, all right, fine, I'm not playing anymore. This guy cannot exist. The Empire cannot exist. I'm done with them ruining my life. That's it. Yes. And so I think that's when, like you said, when she switched. I don't like the switch technically, because I feel like this is like she's permanent Mama Bear.
Yeah.
Where it's getting to a point where it's not necessarily protecting her family like she was very concerned with throughout the first few seasons. It's more of, I'm going to protect my family, but I'm going to win this war to protect my family. But personally, I think that in that sequence of events, she's going to lose her family.
She's going to lose them. And when she loses them, she will become an epic character.
Oh, she will. That about Hera, though. I know,
but that's the thing about it, is that you could love her broken.
I like that.
She could be a totally different, lovable character that you're like, and she's like, never lets anybody get close to her again. But she's this force to be reckoned with. And
I like that.
Maybe that's where she goes. Maybe she has her own book in the future, but it's not going to be as Mama Bear. It's going to be as the veteran.
That's true. Because in all honesty, season 4, I think she's going to lose everything. Yeah. And I think that's the next logical step for her development. I could be wrong, but the way that the show's going, the way she has been, I think that's the next step, because she's getting to where she's so military minded and so focused on the rebellion that she's ignoring her family. In a couple episodes, we had complaints with that. And it's going to catch up with her. Yeah. And that's going to be a big fallout, especially when she actually really starts losing them. They lose their life, or they go on elsewhere, whatever ends up happening. But that's going to be a big turning point in her character for sure.
Yeah, it really is. Agreed.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Number 4.
All right. You want to read it?
Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
Number 4. Bindu gets ruffled over being involved in a petty war.
Grumpy old Bindu.
Grumpy old Bindu.
I love the sound of Bindu's voice. First off, I want to say that.
Because it's the 4th Doctor, Tom Baker.
Oh my gosh, is it? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, of course you would know that. Of course you would know that. That is awesome, though. I didn't know that.
He has an amazing voice. Bindu is Tom Baker.
That's cool.
Yes.
Well, I like it though because it's so ethereal. I guess is maybe the way to. Yeah, it's just otherworldly. The way he speaks and everything, because it's not necessarily that it's a strange voice, but like the presence and the sound of his voice is
the
just
tone. And the depth that you can. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's so teacher-like, but very matter-of-fact.
Right.
Of this is how it's going to be. And think I love the way he sounds, but Bindu as a character though, like he was crazy this season. He was very crazy. Yeah,
I loved him. Love. He's not gone. Love. But I think I totally got it because Kanan was sitting there calling him a coward, you know, and stuff for not wanting to get involved. And
he had some guts for that.
And he just sat there and was like, "You think I care?
Mm-hmm.
You think I care about you? I could squish you right now. You're a teeny tiny little thing. Do you have any idea how long I've been here?
Oh, yeah.
If anything, you're an inconvenience, and I've allowed you to be here."
I love that.
And then the coward thing, he's like, "You know what? Fine."
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the part that I thought was really, you know, that Kanan really thought.
Ended up getting him into the war he didn't want to be a part of anyways, which I thought was, like, I liked that they did that because it made the episode just kind of larger than life.
Right.
Everything worked out really well too, and it was good that he came to the rescue with the relationship he had. But I liked how it was kind of a double-edged sword, where even Kanan was like, "We'll see what happens."
Yeah.
He was like, "Is this your friend?" Yes. I thought you said he was your friend. Well,
I kind of
technicality.
Number 3.
All right. Sabine gets it while training with Kanan with the Darksaber. Now, I loved these episodes.
Yes.
So much. Like, it was very Karate Kid-ish. I loved it.
I loved it. I love where she stands there after hours of just heart-wrenching, you know, going back and forth and back and forth. And Kanan finally gets it, but now it's her turn.
Oh, yeah. That monologue she does where she just loses it and puts Kanan to the ground, like, that was heartbreaking. I felt for her. And Sabine, for a little while, through the first couple of seasons, was a character I struggled to really connect with. Because she seemed very unemotional, which I've learned that is her character.
She was trained in the academy.
Right. So she was trained to suppress all of that and everything. And that was something I always had fault with. But seeing this episode and this arc, really, with her going to Mandalore and what she's had to deal with and what she's had to suppress, so much respect for that character.
Yes. But when she finally accepts that Darksaber and does that whole, you know, I will be this for my people. I can, and we all deserve it. Is wow.
Oh yeah. Well, see, I want to know where Mandalore, like, what's going on in Mandalore now. I guess we're going to find a little bit more out.
They have a civil war, is all I know.
Yeah.
But
you ever really hear much about them? I know there's a lot of Old Republic, apparently, Old Republic lore, but I don't know that that's canon
I
anymore.
don't think so. What
Yeah.
I've heard is that there's a civil war between those that want to go Empire and
Mhm.
those that want to go Rebellion. But I'm not 100% sure about that.
Yeah.
But that's
Well,
what I one of the things that I've read at some point.
it seems like that would be pretty,
Feasible.
yeah, for season 4. I think I think that'd be cool to see, to be honest. I've always loved the Mandalorian look and the whole warrior society, and I thought it was really cool in Clone Wars where they introduced you to what Mandalore was at the time with under Duchess Satine and everything.
Right.
This peaceful planet, no violence, and all this stuff. And then you had the defectors were on Concourse Dawn, like, oh, we hate these guys that are nonviolent, and this is not us, and all this other kind of stuff. Like, I thought that was a cool contrast because it was like this warrior planet had achieved peace, but peace really wasn't held because not all of them were on board with it.
Exactly.
Because they basically had forsaken their traditions and their being almost.
Exactly.
So it's always interested me. So I'm really excited to see more about the Mandalorians. But yeah, the Darksaber trials with Sabine were killer episodes.
Killer.
They were so amazing. One of my favorites for sure.
Awesome. All right. So number 2 is Thrawn's prophecy.
Bomb, bomb, bomb. Now, I'm interested to see what we're going to see Bendu, or if we're going to see Bendu. I would imagine we would in season 4.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like you said, he's not dead.
No.
I love the almost insulting laugh he gave to Thrawn too as he disappeared. It was just the ha 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 ha. like you thought you had me, little boy. Boy. I loved that, and I really like seeing Thrawn shaking too.
Oh,
that was
man,
cool.
that was great.
Yeah, it crossed a line for him because you've never seen him shaking. He's always composed. He's always got it figured out. And the one time he doesn't, and someone gets away and he doesn't understand it, he's just like, I'm not having this. So I'm excited to see a desperate Thrawn in the next season.
Well, I believe that Thrawn will go and do something very horrible.
Mm-hmm.
To a certain cast member's home planet.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, as revenge for the finale in season 3.
Are we talking Lothal or Mandalore? Because I'm thinking you're going Mandalore. Oh my gosh. So about that, I'm not going to spoil the episode, but you're not wrong.
Oh! Okay, so my next theory is that as a result of that, he is going, the way he's going to go down is that with all of the arms reaching up at him are all the Mandalorians dragging him down for killing their planet.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. That would be so awesome.
Yeah,
because they're teasing the Mandalore War in season 4. I don't know if you saw one of the
don't
images
do trailers.
Well, it was an image. It wasn't in the trailer. But anyways, but yeah, they're teasing the Mandalorian War.
Okay, so I'll probably see it eventually anyway before it comes out.
It's on our Instagram. Shameless plug at Kessel Run Weekly.
And the number 1 Rebels season 3 top 5 moments. Boom, boom, boom.
Ready for it? Kenobi versus Maul.
3 strokes and it's over, baby.
Oh yeah, that was so cool. Now with that episode, I think I even told you after I watched it, or actually in our review, that at first I was disappointed in that battle. I was disappointed. Now I've seen this episode probably like 6 times now, shamelessly, because I've been rewatching season 4 to make sure it's fresh for me when it comes up, and preparing for the show and everything. the Kenobi versus Maul, like the more I watch it, the more deep I guess it gets. The more of a deeper meaning, because if you watch, like just like we were talking about with Obi-Wan Kenobi, and not or being the epitome of a Jedi, being the model Jedi,
Right.
A Jedi doesn't act in aggression or isn't on the attack; he's on the defense.
Right.
And Obi-Wan did that. He started with his classic Clone Wars stance, the whole little two, whatever that was. It's always looked weird to me, but cool at the same time.
Yeah.
He started with his Clone Wars stance, his old one, and then he went into the A New Hope stance that Sir Alec Guinness portrays and everything, where he had it to the side, and then all of a sudden he backs up a little bit to defend and everything. Just that whole, like, it was almost like you got to see an evolution of a character right there, because he's had some time in the desert. He's had some time to become even more one with the Force.
Yes. He's had a whole nother Force training while he was in the desert.
Definitely.
By Qui-Gon in the Force Ghost.
But I mean, I really liked how Kenobi was entirely on the defense. And that I liked that he wasn't playing any games either.
Right.
They all went in for the same move that killed Qui-Gon, and he was like, "Nope, got you, done." It was just boom, 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 out. And then you got that heartfelt scene between him and Maul. I was actually listening to another podcast who mentioned that it seemed as if Obi-Wan was cradling Maul the same way that he cradled Qui-Gon when he was taken down, the same way that he even cradled Duchess Satine.
Yeah.
So it was almost like that was he had already forgiven Maul.
Right.
And even though they had been at this forever and it was not,
he forgave Maul a long time ago.
Absolutely.
Long time ago.
Mm-hmm. Because, I mean, Maul's put him through the ringer. Adversely, Obi-Wan's kind of given him his share of troubles too. Kind of took off his better half. But, but yeah, and so I just love really the poeticness of that whole episode, the journey. Still not a fan of Ezra just randomly being in it, but I mean, it is Star Wars Rebels. It is kind of his show. So right. I get it, because otherwise it would just be a Clone Wars episode, pretty much. But I love that episode. It's still my favorite. All right, guys. So up next, we have our fan film of the week. I know we haven't had one in a couple of weeks, but we want to get back on track with you because we love our fan films. So this week, we have a treat for you. Going along with our Force and everything that we're talking about for May the 4th. It is called The Old Republic Rescue Mission. I haven't done learned a whole lot in the Old Republic, so this is going to be new territory even for me. But I hear there's a special appearance by a certain someone that some of you guys who like the Old Republic will see. So it's really cool. Again, it's Old Republic Rescue Mission by Torm Productions.
There is no power a Sith holds that a Jedi cannot choose to wield. You must be strong enough to master the Force in its entirety. I do what is necessary. Show me your mastery of the Force, Jedi. Show me! The Force does not control you, young one. You saved your guardian using something you thought was abhorrent. But your motives are still aligned with the Jedi Code.
Okay, that was bad.
Consider my words.
I was just going to say, I really liked what Revan said about the Force. I thought that really went well with our conversation.
Yes.
Where he was talking about that the Force existed long before people divided it into the light and the dark side. And then he made her access that dark side and then was like, here's your lightsaber. Have a good day.
Have a nice day. Yes, I kicked your butt. And just walk away.
Like, I want to learn more about his character because I really don't know much about him other than he looks awesome. I love the voice. Like he had, I can't remember the guy's name. I think it's Malcolm McDowell, the actor. I don't know if you ever watched Heroes. Okay. Yeah, if you see his picture, you'd know who he was because he's been in a few things. But he had that kind of voice to him and that kind of presence to him that I thought was really cool. But yeah. No, I thought that was awesome.
It really was. I liked it.
All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Kessel Run Weekly. We have a new website. If you haven't already heard, www.kesselrunweekly.com. All credit goes to Heather. She did an amazing job with the website.
Lots of changes. Lots and lots of changes.
But it looks awesome. So you guys check it out. Let her know what you think. Again, that's kesselrunweekly.com. You can find us on all your social media stuff at Kessel Run Weekly, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, even Snapchat. We're not really doing anything there, but we're there. So at Kessel Run Weekly. And until next time, guys, my name is Danny.
I'm Heather.
And may the Force be with you.